Hello, Lousineh. If you could tell us, please, about the work that you do at the Europe for Law Association and how you feel that it's helping your country.
European Law Association was founded in 2011, so we're not a very old organization. We're doing human rights. We have focused in the first year of our foundation, we focused on the right to freedom of expression, because at the time the provisions on defamation and insult were decriminalized, and a lot of people didn't know the relevant media standards, so we were training journalists, judges, and practicing lawyers about these standards. And starting from 2012, we have focused on elections, and we have done election observation, first as a very small organization with some 14 observers, and then we grew into a coalition of 4 NGOs, and we managed to cover some 10% of all the polling stations of Armenia, and we are intensively doing trainings of observers, and our aim is to be able to cover all the 2,000 polling stations that we have in Armenia. And we have also understood that only elections are not, monitoring of elections only is not enough, because a number of processes of public importance are taking place on a daily basis, such as contests for election of a number of public officials, also officials to international organizations and tribunals, and we have started monitoring of these processes. With the EED support, we're doing a project that aims to protect the rights to freedom of assembly and association, right to protest, and right to liberty and security of a person, freedom from discrimination, and we have been providing legal advice, assistance, and representation to the people who have been involved in protest acts in Armenia, representing their rights before the Armenian courts. Mm-hmm. And once we got involved in this process, these people felt more protected and more confident in their actions. And I guess this is how we've helped Armenian society to, we represent the active people in the courts to feel them more confident and protected, and we also keep a watchful eye on a number of processes of public importance, thereby ensuring public oversight over these processes.
Okay. You've mentioned EED support. How did you discover EED, or how did EED discover you, and how has the cooperation been?
I've learned about EED from a colleague and a donor organization that operates in Armenia, and we applied to the EED with this project because we didn't have any support for it, except for a small support from the OSF, which was not enough because there were some 230 cases, and actually we were unable to provide support to the people in all of these cases without the EEDs, and we were very fortunate to get the EED support from this.
Mm-hmm. And last question, big question, what does democracy mean to you personally?
Democracy means a lot of things to me personally. In the first place, it means free and fair elections, because unless we have free and fair elections in Armenia or elsewhere, the people are not going to trust their government, and whatever reform or actions they undertake, these actions are going to lack legitimacy. So the fact that people are able to change a government by the expression of their free will is of utmost importance. Next comes freedom of protest, freedom to protest, and people must be free to protest without fear of persecution. And thirdly, democracy for me is free press. And free press without a right to spread misinformation intentionally.
And last but not least, democracy is the right division of powers, the judiciary, the executive and the legislative branches, where each of them is performing their functions in an independent and professional manner.